actually read this to my grade 12 literature class yesterday, but this is bigger and there's a lot more alcohol involved. So if you want to follow along, it's on page 25. I wrote this when I was 18 and when I just moved from Ottawa to Vancouver for the first time. You can't go home again. You've heard that anecdote a few times in your life, but you gave it as much thought as that guy who just honked at you from his car. The moment you try to go home, that jumbled understanding of words will suddenly assemble itself into a farcical doormat sitting comfortably on the stoop of your parents' house. Home as you know it, as you knew it, was a delicate eggshell containing all that was comforting and familiar. But you had illusions of grandeur, and you knew that you were growing too big for that small pond. So you moved, thousands of miles away from that lukewarm bath, and you cannonballed into the Pacific Ocean. Finally free from the shackles of your parents' suburban prison, you begin to learn what not being an adult really looks like. You actually ask a stranger at the laundromat how much detergent you need to adequately clean your clothes. You are specifically concerned about the vomit you ceremoniously graced your party dress with the night before. And after waking up on top of a pile of takeout containers, you begin to hypothesize what you would choose as your last meal on death row. A mirage begins to materialize of your mother's pork chops that rival the dryness of the Sahara Desert, served with a side of applesauce, delusionally meant to rehydrate the meat. You are salivating at the thought of anything not served on styrofoam. You are a small fish in the Pacific Ocean, and your home puddle has never seemed more appealing. So you head back in the direction you came from for a visit, back to that small pond where everyone has likely been mourning the loss of such a big fish. Cue the parade, cue the banners, cue the tears of joy. But your mother meets you at the airport with an immediate and expressed concern over your apparent weight gain and the direction you went in with your hair. The contents of your bedroom have been vacated in the event that guests may stay over, and there is a foreign-looking decorative blanket draped casually over the corner of your bed. You would never drape a decorative blanket like that. Are those needlepoint pillows? This suburban prison has taken a Guantanamo turn for the worse. There's always that holiday party that your friends invited you to, but it turns out that they forgot about the banner. You suddenly become aware of the fact that your friends have labeled you as a flight risk and hold you at arm's reach. Through a crooked smile. Your lack of familiarity has become jarring, and they scan the room over your shoulder, looking for someone they saw yesterday. Something is off. It feels as though every piece of furniture has been moved 4 inches to the left. So back I went, thousands of miles west to my surrogate home. I smelled the salty air of the ocean and shockingly began to inhale it for the nostalgia. What is happening? I feel oddly at peace away from my pond and back in the Pacific. I am feeling euphoric in my anonymity and in my lack of expectation. A man honks at me in the street, and I suddenly understand why you can't go home again. Thank you.